have we been too much in silos in there and so on? So this is certainly an area to where I will focus. And I have already said to my services that now we are looking at the whole digital field and all the reporting obligations we have in different legislations. Yeah. And then we looked at how we can cut these reporting obligations, for example, and simplify the processes. Yeah. And always when we are now coming with the reviews of some regulations, we looked at if we can combine different regulations together and look that is something a little bit old-fashioned already, that how we can modernize the processes and the way how we have set the legislation.
Because actually, when you talked about the rules and the complexity and how, this was in a sense a new kind of sector of the economy that needed new guardrails that weren't there before, I often think of Ireland and GDPR. Because Ireland, the headquarters to most of these US multinationals. But in a sense, like many of those multinationals had a market capitalization bigger than the size of the Irish economy. And I can say it because I'm Irish and I've said it for a long time, the Irish made a mess of GDPR enforcement for about a decade, but it's finally improved. But a lot of that is down to resourcing. I think the Irish Data Protection Authority, when it started, had 4 people. Now I think it's got close to 250. So it's about an issue of scaling as well. And I'm just thinking back to the financial crisis, when one of the results of the banking crisis was to move supervision for very large systemic financial institutions to a European level, away from a national level. And I was just wondering, I know there is kind of an element of that in the DSM and other legislation, but I was wondering, do you think that will come into more focus in the years ahead? Because as these industries get more and more complex on things like AI and cybersecurity and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's always important to look at where who should have the competence in different regulations, legislation to look them. So often it's good that it's the member states, but when we speak about digitalization and digital sector, these companies are often very international, and then it creates a lot of obstacles for them if the member states are implementing the rules in very different ways. It's the case with GDPR. So all the member states, they have a little bit different way how they have been implemented it.